Well, joining us now is Dr. Andrew Root, an assistant professor at Regent University School of Business there in Virginia Beach. Andrew, welcome to you. So, first off, what do you make of this latest CPI report that's showing an uptick in inflation? And do you think it makes it harder to take any talk of recession off the table?
I think that it was in line with what economists were expecting, but it begins to reflect some of the tariff moves and some of the recent move back up in prices for things like coffee. I think there's always some concern about recession, but I don't think the likelihood is very high at the moment.
So you kind of alluded to it. Some economists are really attributing the uptick to President Trump's tariffs. How much do you agree with that? You kind of mentioned it a little bit.
It's true at the margin. It's a tenth, maybe 2/10 of what we're seeing, but it's not the main driver. The main driver continues to be things like home prices or lodging expenses and other items in the food and energy basket that leak through to the main CPI. It's not really tariffs in the main.
So the consumer price index is an average. Might we also see any major price increases in things that people usually buy, like groceries or going to the gas station?
Yeah, absolutely. The economists are famous for excluding things that people care about. And the things that people care about will be coffee prices, which have started to rise and may be a function of what's happening with the tariffs in Brazil. Eggs have started to rise again, and things that are persistently, stubbornly high, like lodging, are expected to stay high for some time until we can see more activity on the building front.
Do you see this trend continuing? Do you think we'll continue to see more and more upticks, Andrew?
I don't think we'll see many more upticks. I think this is the upward end of the recent range. I think we'll actually start to see inflation come down a little bit through the course of the summer and the fall. I don't think the Federal Reserve will move interest rates, but I don't think we'll see any upticks from this current level.
Let's talk about the Fed. Does today's report make it harder for the Fed to cut rates now, and could that hurt the housing industry and other things like car loans?
Yeah, it's very likely the Fed stays where it is and stands pat, that it will not cut rates at its next couple of meetings. I don't think the Fed's view changes at all from the report today. I think what it does is give the Fed more confidence that it's in the right position. Even though the president would like rates to go down, I think the Fed is going to hold rates where they are, at least through the summer.
I want to ask you in the few seconds that we have left and return to the question of tariffs. You said that you think that we're on the tail end of the inflation going up, but the tariff war has been extended at least until August. Might we see that actually coming back and playing an effect again?
Possibly, but I think the baseline level of tariffs coming into the numbers has reached its normalized level. So we will see some tariff headlines, and it's difficult to say on a day-to-day basis which country will be targeted, but the level of tariffs in terms of how it's affecting customs duties, receipts coming into the U.S. and how that flows through the consumer, I think we're at a normalized level at the moment.
All right, we're going to have to leave it right there. Dr. Andrew Root with Regent University School of Business, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.